I'm excited about this.
So am I.
Seriously excited about this.
We haven't done one of these in a really long time.
We haven't, and it's too bad.
I'm really excited because now, especially with this film, we're going to find out how to solve disputes.
Yes.
We're like 2 inches away from just reaching across to this other microphone and just strangling you on air. Well, let's try and bottle our rage and let's take a look at this film.
Let's watch.
Here come Alice and Jerry and Eddie on their way to school.
Eddie's the one with the pigtails.
Uh-oh. What does Alice see? Disputing over who should ride the tricycle.
Jimmy wants to get in on the action. Eddie starts taking bets.
And besides, it's dangerous.
For the bike.
Someone's likely to be hurt.
Like the bike.
And just think, all this time they could be having fun on the tricycle.
Isn't anybody concerned about the bike?
Better to settle our disagreements quickly and fairly. And so Eddie offers to help settle this one.
And he steals the bicycle.
He wants the tricycle all to himself. Eddie, that they share the tricycle.
This sure is fun. Thank you, mister.
That's certainly more fun than disputing over it, isn't it?
Sure. Oh, God, the humanity. Oh, wait, they're right there.
This way of settling a dispute, a compromise.
Even though his parents gave him that cowboy hat to build confidence, little Jimmy just never will move up from being forced to sit on the back of the bike.
And here's another way to compromise. Take turns driving the bike.
You know, if they switch who drives between every house, they'll be home by Thursday.
Work together, we have to compromise to settle some of our disputes. But did you know that there are different kinds of disputes?
Next thing you know, tell me that there's different types of bread.
Different types of light fixtures.
Different types of those little things that you get at carnivals for free.
We gotta get back to this.
Oh, sorry.
On the school grounds, Eddie and Jerry rush off to play ball.
And they immediately get into a dispute.
Alice goes to play jump rope with the others.
Who she's been dreaming about disputing with for
Break
days.
up the game. She shares and waits her turn.
Lulling them into a false sense of security.
One way to settle some disputes quickly and fairly and prevent other disputes starting, such as who shall drink first at the fountain.
The offices of Cooper and Pat would like to announce that they will not be making a joke at this point in the riff.
They are playing work-up baseball. Oh, Bill really hit that one.
Oh, yes, everybody encourage Bill. He's a little slow.
Bill, do good.
Yes, Bill, you did great.
Yay, hole in one.
Changes places with Jerry in the field. So Bill wants to use Jerry's new glove.
There's a wing in the Hall of Fame dedicated to Jerry. Frying pan, I'm gonna kick your son of a toaster oven!
How would you settle this dispute?
Good old-fashioned Rochambeau.
Belongs to Jerry, so he can share it or not as he likes. Since Jerry's glove is just new, we can't blame Jerry now.
Or maybe Jerry's glove has a little accident, and maybe then he'll share it.
The bat and ball, though, belong to the school.
So if it belongs to you, you don't have to share it. That's a great message, movie.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So here's another way to settle some kinds of disputes. Obey the rules.
Oh, you mean like what punk rock is all about?
About common property we share, such as the ball and bat, and rules about personal property, such as Jerry's glove.
Jerry's kneecaps will need a good busting.
Rules for playing games, and many other kinds of rules. If we know and obey the rules, many disputes can be settled quickly and fairly.
Quickly and fairly, like a guillotine.
It's the rule that this part of the playground is for the little folks only.
You come over here and you'll be leaving in a casket.
We'll bite your ankles off!
Little folks forever.
Little folks forever!
Bicycles should be put away in these racks. And obeying this rule will help prevent disputes.
And it also prevents little sticky fingers Eddie from getting a new bicycle.
There are rules about which doors to use and which way to go inside.
Children that walk in the outdoor will be placed on the special bus.
Prevent problems and disputes. There's another kind of dispute that can be settled in another way.
Nuclear!
Like this.
Oh.
That's mine over. You stole it. I did not. Give it back. Wait a minute, Alice. Are you sure you didn't leave your notebook?
I'm gonna kick your... here it is. You'll get off easy this time, punk.
I am not gonna mess with Eddie's notebook.
This is where I keep my hopes and dreams and drawings of ducks.
What caused this dispute?
Usually it's Sticky Fingers Eddie.
It's not me this time, I swear.
Didn't have all the facts. We need to find the facts. Alice's notebook was in her desk, and Harold has a new notebook just like hers.
And that's why Harold is beaten up every day at lunchtime.
Needed to settle the dispute. So let's remember to find the facts.
In fact, you could call them the
Sometimes
facts of
we
life.
have to hunt for the facts.
Facts of life.
Okay, stop.
The facts
Stop
of life.
it.
Everybody knows.
Stop.
the fact- no.
What's a bandersnatch?
Thank you.
A what? A bandersnatch.
There isn't any such thing. There isn't even any such word.
There is too. It's in a poem I read. Miss Williams, isn't there such a word?
No.
You think you could find out?
We could look it up in the dictionary.
That's a dumb idea, you stupid bandersnatch.
Don't need to argue. They can easily find out who is right.
Yes, just keep on staring. Stare intently. They're not going to know that you can't read. Yes, smile.
Bandersnatch.
Fetch the nurse. Tell her to get a bar of soap.
This animal in Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. See? That's where I read about it.
Oh, fabulous. Does that mean it isn't a real animal, just a made-up one?
In this case, yes.
There is such a word.
Betty would later use the confidence of being correct this one time to run for
I
Senate.
want you to start thinking about choosing a representative for the playground committee.
As 5-year-olds, I expect you to know all the ins and outs of politics.
Help decide what kinds of equipment to buy and what safety rules to make for the playground.
Especially now that the PTA is on strike.
One to represent our class on that committee.
I nominate Adolf!
I will do my best!
He can play baseball like anything. And besides, he's got a new baseball glove.
Yeah, Jerry's a good choice.
Hey, who's going to represent the little folks?
Let's kneecap him!
Oh, that doesn't matter so much. We want someone who gets along with people. So I think it should be Eddie.
Eddie knows how to settle arguments
He's seen this film before.
pretty well, too. Let's put Eddie on the committee.
Yeah.
Howard Johnson is right!
Wait a minute. How shall we choose our representative?
Whoever has the conch.
How can this dispute be settled? Well, we know some different ways of settling disputes.
But all of them are bloody,
And illegal.
or at least frowned upon.
A compromise helps settle some disputes. Each person gives in a little bit,
Don't
no.
describe compromise. You're just making it worse.
Yep.
but how would a compromise help choose between Eddie and Jerry?
Well, Jerry has red hair, so he's out.
That's a compromise I can live with.
And take turns. No, that won't help. Obey the rules,
This is my bat, what's name is the rules.
settle this way. But the only rule to follow in choosing a representative is to choose the best person for the job. Who is best? How can we decide?
Confer!
Fetch the leer paw!
The facts. That's often a good way to settle disputes.
Facts of life.
But we need
Facts.
more
Stop
than
it.
facts here. Jerry knows more about games, and Eddie knows more about getting along with people. But which one should we choose?
Jerry's got a bat.
Well,
We need a
that pretty much
different
settles
way
it.
to settle this problem.
I have an idea, Miss Williams.
I'll get the dueling pistols!
Jerry or Eddie to be on the committee. You tell us which one you think it should be, and he'll be the one.
Well, I could do that.
But I've been drinking since lunch, so that's probably a bad idea.
Arbiter or an umpire to give us his opinion and settle questions that way.
Hey, keep me out of this,
But don't you think everyone should help choose our representative?
Oh, you mean an election. Let's vote for the one.
I was gonna get the pistols, but okay.
We are? That's a good idea. Alice and Betty will count the votes in the election to find the opinion of the class.
But both of them are in the pockets of the little folks.
The little folks are gonna decide this
Our
election.
disputes. Sometimes you'll want the opinion of some expert or judge.
And sometimes you just watch Oprah.
Sometimes you'll want to take a vote to get the opinion of the whole group. Finding opinions is the way we settle many important questions.
And the next Mountain Dew flavor.
That's the way we'll settle this question. Now let's see. Jerry gets 12 votes.
Good. Everything's going according to plan.
15 votes.
I want a
Eddie
recount!
The
wins.
system is
So
flawed.
he's
trust
elected to
electronic
be on the
voting
playground
machines.
committee. And look, this dispute was settled fairly And so Jerry and Eddie are still good friends, just as they always were. It's worthwhile to know many ways to settle disputes.
That's right, we've gone through a lot of ways to solve disputes, but here's some more. Stabbing, suplexing, drilling through the kneecaps, purple nurples, poisoning, stealing, lying, cheating, setting small fires. Cooper?
Yeah, I got some here. Fisticuffs, branding, rock, paper, scissors, hanging, drawing and quartering, drawing straws, slander, bludgeoning.
Actually, I have some more.
Oh, be my guest.
Shooting, suffocating, decapitating, pooflinging, genocide, swearing, battle axe, getting the opinion of everyone else, tattling, murder. Cooper?
Yes. Russian roulette, death by chocolate, Yahtzee, karate, name-calling, hair-pulling, scalping, wet willies, and occasionally talking things out.
But that's only in extreme circumstances.
Only.
And if you enjoyed this film, be sure to check out our follow-up film, Intro Course to Mace Fighting, The Morning Star and You.
And next summer, look out for How Many Punches Does It Take to Get My Way?
We'll find out.